Good morning, folks, from a sunny Devon. I'm just walking down Little John's Cross Hill towards Ide Village. There's always a car coming, or people are out and about today walking on their bikes, so it's a beautiful day to be out. So I'm just heading to Ide Village, and today we're going to be looking at the Ide Halt Railway Station, something a little bit different. It's an old railway station which was opened in the 1800s and closed around 1958. So it's a beautiful day to go out and investigate a bit more. I've done online research about it. There are some interesting spots to look at which remain. They're parts of the old railway line, a couple of old bridges. So we're going to go and have a look at those, and we're going to pop by the community shop in Ide, get something for lunch. So let's keep on trekking. Here we are at the Twisted Oak pub. Got 3 pubs here. Well, this one's just outside of Ide. And inside Ide there's also the Huntsman and the Poachers. Both very nice local village pubs. This is Alfin Brook, beautiful old bridge, something a bit more modern, but practical, I guess. Here's the inscription for the bridge. Very eroded. TP, this bridge was erected, and the rest is a mystery. Over the A30. There is Ide Village. Sorry, a bit wobbly with the walking, folks. I don't have a gimbal, and it's probably going to be a bit wobbly when I can't stabilize the tripod or the stick, so apologies for that. I hope I'll be able to get some good still shots as well. So we're just coming down into Ide Village. I've got to be careful with how much I use the battery, because today I'm going to be flying the drone, new drone. It's the DJI Neo, and I'll hopefully be flying it to show you some of the old infrastructure that still remains from the railway line. And here we are at Old Ide Lane.
Primary school head teacher because his little slogan kills me. Never, ever, ever give up. Good recipe. Small. I cycle all over the place. I've done more. Can't have to do things. No, I'm going to have to sit down.
Bye, Nigel. Love to you.
To the Hoscombe Farm way.
Beautiful.
Yes, it is lovely. I think it's a fairly recent venture for her.
Right.
I might be wrong about that, but we certainly haven't had any of her stuff, you know, until recently.
Wow, well, they're all beautiful.
It's nice, isn't it?
The old Exeter Inn, not sure if that was a pub or an inn. And it's now residential. So this is the college, these little houses here, and apparently this is the longest fjord or ford in the UK, which is a long channel directing the water. I think a fjord is contained on 3 sides, so the water channels through it. And you can see here it goes further up around the college. So apparently the longest fjord in the country, although it doesn't look that massive. It's very beautiful. So here we are looking up the high street of Ide from the Huntsman, and if you go about 200-300 yards up the top, you've got the Poachers Inn. So if you're doing a pub crawl in Ide, it's not far to go. You probably go up and down, back and forth. But both very lovely pubs, very traditional. So here we are, folks, walking down the lanes, and we're going to be passing a local farm shop called West Town Farm, and I'm going to pop in there and see what they've got. And some of the railway bridges are all around West Town Farm, so I want to put the drone up, and I'm going to let them know I'm going to be flying the drone a little bit and why I'm flying it, to just look from the air so we can see a bit where the railway line passes. So we've got the brook on the right here, it's called Fordland Brook. And on we go. What a beautiful day, feeling that sunshine. It's so lovely. West Town Road and Housecombe Lane. So we're going to go up Housecombe Lane, and this is where the old Victorian bridge, which was part of the Teign Valley Railway Line, is. Whoops. Don't know what happened there. So we're walking down, or up, Housecombe Lane, and as you can see it's a classic Devon lane with these steep, close banks on every side. And here we are at Housecombe Bridge. So this is a very impressive Victorian era archway bridge, which nobody really sees or drives through, because this is really just a farmer's access lane for a farm or two, and you get very little traffic coming down here. Quite an amazing structure. I suppose these would be called buttresses. It's really quite long. You can hear that reverb. Right, I promised myself I was going to try this. Got my little tambourine and I'm going to give it a go. See how it sounds in here. If a car comes, camera's well on the side, I'm well on the side, but they will wonder what I'm doing. So here we go. Right, so that was Halscombe Bridge. You hear those fantastic acoustics, like a mini Albert Hall. Got me lunch. Gonna munch this on the way. And head for where we can get the drone up in the air. Hi there. All right.
Sorry, I interrupted.
Not at all. I'm interrupting you. Sorry. Can I ask you, are you working here? Is this part of West Ham Farm?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Are you from West Ham Farm?
Yeah, we're the tenants here, yeah.
Right, okay. I'm a little out of breath. I was just speaking to Simon down there. He's the farmer who is running West Ham Farm. Had a very interesting chat with him about the railway line. And we're going up this way to get to the line. And he was just explaining that this line of trees going down this way, that was where the line was running. And he was very nice. I told him I want to fly the drone through the bridge up the hill, and he had no problem with that at all. I did want to fly here, to be honest, but seeing the animals around and things, I probably wouldn't have anyway. There's horses on the lane, but we'll find a way that we can see a little bit where we are. So this is the way up. Still muddy after a week of no rain. Here we go. So I believe this actual track here would have also been where the line ran, within these banks probably. So it would have run all the way through here. No tracks remaining. But Simon was explaining that, hang on, let me just turn the camera around. So Simon was just explaining that at the end of the lane here, which is all public roads, there's a Lord somebody, I think he said Lord Studmore or Lord Culver, and he owns a large bit of land going all the way down to the Teign Valley, and so he has a lot of the old railway on his land. And, Simon said he might, but he'd probably be approachable if one approached him. But we got quite a lot here, so I won't be able to cover the whole line. But look at these fantastic views. Whew. Right, we're huffing and puffing, and I've just realised I've taken the wrong turning. So it's all exercise today. Probably a pheasant. Now that is as good as the English countryside can possibly get. Well, for farmland, that's just stunning. We're going to dip through there. So what I did was, I've come up this path and I realised that down there is where I need to be. I've got to backtrack, get down there, which again is the old embankments for the railway, and that's where the bridge is. So when I was talking with Simon, and he was saying they got beautiful grass-fed beef, and well, all kinds of things, but main thing he was telling me about, which sounded fantastic, was hogget. And I can't say I've really heard of hogget before. Certainly wouldn't have known what it was. And hogget is a lamb, well, it's like lamb, but it's a lamb which usual lamb is about 6 months, and they're often fed with soya products and things to fatten them up quickly, whereas hogget was the way they used to do lamb in the old days, and they leave it a bit longer over until the next. They leave it over winter and then they feed up on the grass in the spring, and then they go to be processed, and they make this lovely hogget. So it's all natural, all open air, and that's what they used to eat in the old days. It was hogget, which has lovely fat running through it, apparently. And they can do you a big box selection of different meats. They'll deliver in the area, so please check out Westtown Farm, Simon and Kate, I think, and pop into their shop, and I'm sure you'll find some things which you won't find in Sainsbury's or Tesco's, and it'll be a lot better for you for sure. So I'm just coming past the farm. Westtown Farm is the name. I seem to be getting lost though. Oh dear, I've got lost. Where's the track? I'm lost. How do I get into the track? Another wrong turn. Right, back in a minute, guys. Let me find where I'm going. I've never heard that happen before. I was just walking in here and I heard a big smash in these brambles, like something big falling into them. It wasn't inside. I think a squirrel fell from up there and did a dive into these brambles. It was definitely something dropping down. Yep, and here we are. I've found it finally. So we're at the beginning of the trail here. GWR 4575. So, this old railway cutting is a beautiful place full of wildlife, and the environmental stewardship scheme is helping us encourage more. Look up in the trees on your left and you'll spot bat boxes. These provide a roosting place, and a colony will cluster here to keep the babies warm. Walk down the cutting and you will see log piles, a habitat for beetles and woodlice, food for toads and birds. If you look under some of the overhanging branches, you might see evidence of the dinner of owls and buzzards. Once this was the line of the Teign Valley Railway from Exeter to Newton Abbot. This section of the line was opened on the 1st of July 1903. The milk train collected the milk from the farms and delivered it to Exeter, and in the 1930s 7 trains a day ran between Exeter and Heathfield. No trains have run here since 1958, when a lot of railway lines were closed down as more and more people used cars. The cutting was dug down into the hill to make sure the trains had a level journey. Further down the cutting you will go under a viaduct built with stone from a small quarry on the farm, so that the farmer could access one of his fields once the railway was built. Ah, I did not know that. So the viaduct was not built by the railway, it was built by the farm, probably some 150 years ago or so, because the line was opened in, well, the Teign Valley Railway Company was formed in, I think, 1887, and the railway came into existence before the 1900s. There's the owl droppings, which it was talking about. owl and buzzard. They must sit up in those big branches. Here we are. You can actually feel, just touching wool, that it's warm. It warms the hand just to hold it. Amazing. Wool, not droppings. Whoa! Quite amazing, this cutting. So these banks would have been running along the side of the railway line as you steamed in or out of Ide, going to Exeter, going to the theatre, to get through this little fallen down tree. And here is the viaduct, again built by the farm, which is quite amazing. Didn't know that before. Great variety of ferns. How on earth did a private farmer build this? I mean, obviously he got a team of professionals to do it, because you can't build an arch like that just because you want to. So he must have had this built somehow by a team of bridge builders. So this is actually a viaduct, officially a viaduct, to carry things over to the fields over there from the farm there. Now my plan was to fly the drone here. But I'm not sure, with all this overhanging, that is a good idea. So Halscombe Bridge is further down this way. Yeah, I think the drone is definitely not going to be possible under the bridge. I was hoping to fly it through, but but that is definitely not good drone flying territory. I wonder if I might be able to see the top of it if there's no animals in the field. I could just pop the drone up and try and view it from the top, which I never have seen. So, question of the day. Did this wicker deer, did it make itself, or did somebody have to make it? I think we know the answer to that. But anything which has form like that, whether you're a human being or a deer, or a dove, or a pigeon, or a robin, or a blue tit. If this had to be designed, then in my view, they too had to be designed. So, all that to say, I believe in God's creation, not in a chaotic, random collection of events which produced all of this complexity and design. There's really only one explanation, and that everything was made, created by our Father in heaven. Amen. Goes on through there. Please keep all dogs on leads. Take your mess home. So this is still part of the... How do we get through this one? And here we are on the top of the viaduct. So this is still very much in use today, which is amazing. That's the farm, and that's the cow. You are a cow, not a bull. More over there. So these cows are still using this ancient viaduct today. Fantastic. What's up? What's up? So I think I've found my place where I'm going to put the drone up. Just a little bit, not too much. And just have a little look. And I thought I'd just read a few facts about the old railway line and the station. So the railway company was called the Teign Valley Railway Company Limited, and they formed the Teign Valley Railway Line. The company was formed on the 9th of October 1882. In 1903 it was connected to Exeter, and it ran from Exeter to Newton Abbot. It carried minerals and passengers, which I think was coke, tin, granite as well, I think, and passengers. And apparently passengers used to arrive at Ide Halt Station, and they would go to the theatre in Exeter. And back in those days, the railway, or the train, used to wait for the people to get back from the theatre before they would depart with the last train in the evening. So there's a lovely touch of how things used to work in the old days. You wouldn't get that nowadays, would you? Unfortunately. So the length of the line was 21 miles, and there's still 6 miles of track remaining, which haven't been dismantled, but the original line was 21 miles long, Exeter to Newton Abbot. The old station is in St. Ida's Close housing scheme, which I'm going to try and visit on the way back. What else? Apparently a halt, it was called Ide Halt, and a halt was an unstaffed station. Could be wrong on that, but that's what I know. 1917 to 1919 it was closed. 1930s was the passenger peak, when they had 7 daily services. And during World War II, they had 4 daily services, but not Sundays. So on the 7th of May 1955, it was unstaffed. And in 1958, it closed. So in 1958, the line closed. And in 1882, or thereabouts, it was started. So that's nigh on 180 years or so that it was in operation. There we go. So I'm going to try and get the drone up soon. Having a bit of ginger beer. Cheers all. So I took one of these, lovely kimchi, put it in my bag, got a drink and some jelly dinos. So I'm here at St. Ida's Close, and up here would have been the site of the old Ide Halt Railway Station. I'll just walk in a little bit, it's a close, so should be able to go in. Let's have a little look. So that's it. Here we are in St. Ida's Close, and this is where the old station would have been. Just at the top of Ide here. So there we go, folks. Hope you enjoyed watching this today. Something a little bit different. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more of these explorations, bit of history, I'll be doing these occasionally on the channel. Still be in the woods and doing projects there. But if you enjoyed this one, please give it a like, subscribe, and hope to see you again on the next video. So I'm off just to the Huntsman now, which is just round the corner. Gonna have me a nice pint in the pub, and we'll see you folks next time. Bye for now.